Okay, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Business Salad. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, yes. Hello. Happy Friday. I am Katie Anderson. This is Steph. We are Business Salad, and this is a big experiment today. So we are pumped up. It's like we want to ask the universe, can you guys see the giant salad bowl behind us? And
Yes.
all sorts of other things we're wondering. So
Yes, can you see that? Can you see our little chat names supposed to be there? We don't know what's happening. Obviously, we are trying a brand spanking new streaming system that somebody recommended to us. So we are streaming to multiple channels right now, obviously very new. So as you can see our little banner on the bottom, if you love our show, like and follow.
Yes.
Give us some grace on this Mother's Day show, ya Muddah.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, Katie, happy early Mother's Day to you.
Oh, happy early Mother's Day to you too, Mama of 4.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I better get something good.
That's right. You better tell him, like, hint, hint. Oh my gosh.
Tropical vacation.
Totally.
There it is.
Oh my gosh. I feel like people that have just kind of jumped on, they'll be like, why do they think something's different? If someone wants to be an experimenter with us and try to put something in the comments like testing or you guys are awesome or I see the giant salad bowl behind you, that'd be great because we're wondering. So what we're doing with StreamYard is that we have never done this. Sometimes we've been playing around because we had one day where things just didn't go right on our Facebook Live, like technologically speaking. And so because of that, we're like, maybe we'll just do Zoom and record it and post it or whatever it is. And so we heard about this and we're like, oh, cool. So it can go to a couple places at once. And then we're on here and we're like, wow, we can put like something cool in the background or we can put our little logos. But we also will see later what it looks like. So we don't know what you guys do out there. So comment
we definitely want to know. Yeah. And then we can stream to LinkedIn, but we have to apply. So
we got to figure that process out for sure.
We
got it vetted, I think is how that works. But we're like, so this is a show about salad. Tell us what kind of salad is this? Let's talk about balsamic vinaigrette. For sure. Oh my gosh. Salad. Every time I see like a salad bowl and I see tomatoes, it reminds me of this time that Logan, he really loves tomatoes. Like he loves them. And so I'll buy like those little like cherry tomatoes and he'll literally take them and just eat them like they're candy. You can't, oh good, look, our comment. We're gonna talk about that in a second. And literally, like, I don't know if you know this or not, but tomatoes are so acidic. You cannot have a bunch of tomatoes. And I learned that because I don't eat a lot of tomatoes. I didn't think about it. And then Logan's like, these, I feel like it's really strong. And I'm like, okay, we don't eat that many tomatoes. That's the way this works now. So he loves them. So here's the deal. So we are able to see, thanks, Mary. We can see a comment.
Hey, Mary, let's do this.
No.
Hey, Mary.
Oh, hey, look at that. Look at these things all working.
Fancy. I know.
She's our tester. We can get it on that screen. We could do all kinds of stuff. Steph, I wonder if it lets us change our positions while we're talking. Want to try? Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to try. Let me click something. Let's see. What is this?
Don't leave me.
Whoa. Ooh. Whoa. This is like, we're like, wait a minute. We really want to zoom in on something important on our face. Meaning like, should we, get some like pore minimizers or something? Let's get out of that one for sure. Let's see. We're basically demoing this for all of you out there in the universe in case you ever want to use it.
So I have an issue that the camera is not mirrored and I understand why it's not. Because you got to be able to see the text, right? You people out there.
Oh, that's why.
Live land. Yes. However, I spend my entire life looking at myself a certain way in the mirror, and it's really bothersome that now I'm not that way.
Oh, I think we definitely need to highlight Mary's comment because that makes me feel really good about myself on camera.
Yes.
So, it's so funny that we were just talking about like on TikTok, how there's this introvert, like you can invert your face. And what it does, if you're not exactly symmetrical, or if you happen to do a side part and you do it, all of a sudden, like you look so crazy going back and forth. Mm-hmm. And now it's weird. You don't really think about it, but we're completely inverted. and what we see. And so it's throwing us both off. Like, that's why we're both like, which side do we look at?
Yeah, I'm not sure which side of my face.
I'm really excited for all the people who get to hear this. This is the inner workings of our brain right now. So you're welcome. Yes, but it's true. You know, some people, like, people say to me, I'll say to them, people are different opinions on this, like whether they have a good side or a bad side, right? And first of all, I don't think anyone has a bad side, but like, you know, this is my side, or this is my side. And you don't really think about that much unless you're forced onto the other side. And now you're like, look like a different human right now.
True.
I'm not sure what's happening. I think
your face looks really symmetrical though.
This is making me tilt my head a lot though. Like, I don't know what's happening right now. It's awesome, but you know, good times. So Mother's Day, man, you've been celebrating Mother's Day for yourself for a lot longer than I have. I mean, how many Mother's Day have you had as a mom?
Well, this will be, how old's my daughter? She's 16.
16 years.
Yeah.
A lot of Mama's Day for you.
That is.
Do you have any Mother's Day that stick out as either being like really good or really bad? Like anything that stuck out that's like been something of memory for you?
No.
I've only had 6 of them, so I don't have that many. Like, I only have 1 child and only have 6 times of being a Mother's Day celebration. So for me, I don't have a lot of that.
No. I mean, Ron does a good job of the gifts and things. Actually, you know, I have to say it probably is my very first Mother's Day. I was at work, and at that point, all those many, many moons ago, I ran a chain of tanning salons in Vegas. And I remember he came in to the salon I was at the time, and gave me, there was like a gift bag, and it had a beautiful card, and there was a big spa package in there and all of that. So and I actually used to take Lauren to work with me, like in her little baby carrier. So I'd have her in the car seat and she'd be going around to work with me. So that's probably my most memorable one. It's actually a major shock that I can remember that far back.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I've had 2 weird Mother's Day things happen this week. One was, so Logan was like, Mom, when you pick me up from kindergarten, when you pick me up, do not look at what I'm carrying. Don't look at what I'm carrying. And so I'm like, okay. So I see out of my peripheral that he's carrying something that he made for me. And he's like, this is for Mother's Day. Don't look, right? So I'm very careful not to look. We get in the car and he just has a meltdown. Oh my God, this isn't mine. This is for Dylan's mom. And I'm like, oh my God. So I was like, okay, it's okay. We'll go back in. And he's like, well, what if he left? I took his Mother's Day present, and he was just freaking out. And I'm like, okay, all right. It's all right. Luckily, we've made it back. For anyone who's concerned, Dylan's mom does have her gift. We're okay. But the whole time I had to like cover my face. And then last night, so Jason, being as sweet as he is, I have this in my home office. I have a desk in my office that's this little writing desk. I don't use it because it's really small, but it was given, I want to say, for Mother's Day from my dad to his mother, like to my grandmother in 1969. And he built the whole thing, and I just keep it because it's beautiful. And so I always tell Jason, like, gosh, I wish I had a desk like that I could really, like a nice big desk that I'd be using for work, that not just like kind of looking at, but that I could have that like meant something to me versus this card table I'm using. And so for Mother's Day, he wanted to make me one, but then he kind of hinted at it. And then I was like, God, what if he makes something I don't like? And so I was like, well, if you're going to make me a desk, make sure you show me what you're thinking about making. And so I knew he was making me this desk for Mother's Day. So Logan didn't know that I knew. So last night he's like, I'm really excited because there's no school today for him. I'm really excited because there's no school because Daddy and I are going to work on your desk. And it's the first time he said that. He'd always been saying your big present. And so as soon as he said it, he like covered his mouth and he was like, oh my, I mean, and then he looked at Jason, and then Jason, not the best time for us, just was like, did you just tell her what she's getting? And then Logan was like, no. And they were like, just kidding. Mommy knew. It's okay. It's okay. She did. And so anyway, close one. He has just such a big heart. He was just like, oh no, did I just ruin a surprise? No. But anyway, I haven't seen it. They've been working on it. It's supposedly going to just magically be built by Sunday. So I'll have to take some pictures.
I can't wait.
Oh my
I want
God.
to see this desk.
We shouldn't mess with our only child, you know.
Well, I mean, I mess with all my kids, so they will all be broken. So at least you'll only break one. I did 4.
No. Oh my goodness. I love it. Oh, look what I just learned. Oh, I clicked a button. Mary said, oh my gosh. And now I put it on the screen. I love that. Oh, look what I'm learning. Mary, you're the best for helping us figure out how this all works. I
Thanks,
appreciate it.
Mary. We love you.
That's awesome.
You're a number one fan.
You are. We love you. So we're gonna figure out how all of this stuff works, but we love it. We have some really awesome guests coming up in the next while. Not that you guys don't love listening to us just talk about whatever's in our head.
Yeah, we had a slight change of plans today, you guys. So we appreciate you hanging in there with all of this funness. But yeah, we do. We have some great guests coming up for you over the next couple of months. We've got a CPA coming in. We've got some people who own some super cool restaurants, commercial realtor, all kinds of good stuff to try to bring some value to your day.
In fact, I meant to mention, Steph, I actually had someone inbox me that we're going to get in the lineup also, just probably 20 plus years in sales and recruiting with some good tips. Because I know a lot of us have different types of businesses that deal with recruiting, and I think it could be some good stuff. So I'll make sure to connect on that one. But
awesome.
Yeah, so Mother's Day, man, it's good.
I'm so excited. I'm excited to see your desk, and I'm excited to see what I get. So yeah, Saturday, Ron is going to this thing that's called like Bonanza Palooza or something.
Ooh. Wait, Bonanza, like the show?
That's what I thought.
Oh,
it's not that. I don't know. It's I'm not even real clear on what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not Bonanza. That would be fun. Mm-hmm. They're doing some drawings for cars and motorcycles and cash, and yeah, I don't know. I told him to just bring home something good.
There you go. I love it. Well, gosh, I hope you have an amazing Mother's Day weekend and all of the things.
You too.
Yes.
And
all of you out there.
Yeah, same to all the Muddahs. You Muddahs out there. We love you and we appreciate you. Be nice to your mom. Get her nice things. Have you ever seen what 10 centimeters in dilation looks like? It's really big. If you haven't, there's a little...
Don't Google it.
Thing. Yeah, no, be careful what you Google.
Oh, no.
And then that way you don't have to worry about Googling, but you will be able to see on what looks like an artist's paint board what 10 centimeters in dilation looks like. Be nice to your mom, kids. She earned it.
Absolutely. Well, happy Mother's Day and happy Friday and all of those things. So
happy Mother's Day. Happy Friday from Business Salad. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely.